Good morning. Welcome to the John Lawson Academy. By now you must know that Griffin will celebrate the commemoration of the John Lawson experience in November of 2011. And we're waiting anxiously for your appearance at this great event that's going to take place. We have an outstanding cast of characters. We have exciting things that will happen. We will have tours, we'll have kayak trips, we will have guided tours of the great Contentnia Creek, and we will end the great event with a fish stew. So we are anxiously awaiting to hear from you. But before we do, we want to make sure that you are qualified to attend this great event. We will be having a three episodic sessions at the Academy. And we will expect you to score a passing grade at the end of each session. And the three sessions will concentrate first on who John Lawson was, where he lived, and why he took the wrong turn on the Contentnia Creek the day before he was executed. So now let's take a brief look at who John Lawson is. And then we will follow with some photographs that I would like for you to identify. On December the 28th, 1700, English naturalist and explorer John Lawson, he was born in 1674 and died in 1711, he set sail for Charlestown, appointed by the Lords Proprietors to survey the Carolina backcountry. Accompanied by several companions and guides, Lawson traveled for 57 days until his party arrived at the Pamlico River near Bath on February 24, 1701, a journey of about 550 miles. He documented his travels in a journal published in 1709 as a New Voyage to Carolina, in which he described in detail the native inhabitants. In 1704, Lawson helped lay out streets and lots for what would be incorporated as the town of Bath on March 8, 1705. In 1708, he was appointed Surveyor General by the Lords Proprietors. Lawson also served as Clerk of Court and Public Registrar of the Hampton Code Precinct. On September 10, 1711, accompanied by Baron Christopher de Graffenried and several guides, Lawson began an expedition up the Neuse River to try to discover its source. He was trying to find a new way to Virginia. Before they reached their destination, because they took the wrong turn on the Contentnia Creek, they were captured and condemned to death by Tuscaroran Indians. Our friend de Graffenried was later released, but Lawson was executed. And I often wonder why that happened. You have to speculate that there might have been a bad real estate transaction that went awry. John Lawson's death abruptly cut short the works and explorations of one of North Carolina's greatest naturalists. But A New Voyage to Carolina survives as an invaluable window into early 18th century North Carolina. On October 9th and 10th, 2009, a symposium was held at the North Carolina Museum of History and the North Carolina State Capitol to commemorate the 300th anniversary of the publication of Lawson's A New Voyage to Carolina. And that the thing that I have been reading from is an editorial note that's been published recently by the Department of State Archives and History called the North Carolina Historical Review, which has a series of articles on John Lawson. Now, the speakers that will be coming, I will announce in my next episode of the Lawson Academy series. Now, I want you to take a brief look at the pictures that I will be showing you, and I want you to identify and write it down, A, B, and C, which of these is John Lawson. And if you see the Baron von Grafenried in there, you can also identify him and get extra credit. And then I will score your response, and if you pass, you will be eligible to receive a life-size acorn from the banks of the Contentment Creek. Plus, you will be eligible to come to the Fish Tube on Saturday night, provided that you, of course, pay your fee up front before Tommy dishes out the Fish Tube. A little bit about the upcoming event. It's going to be a 2-day event, and we will have, as I said earlier, a great presentation on Friday night with that will be a surprise. And as a matter of fact, this whole thing is going to be a surprise. You just take my word for it. It's going to be a great occasion. Now, take a few moments and look at these pictures and tell me what you think. Here are the answers. A is a picture of von Grafenried. B is a picture of 2011 Shad Festival Parade first prize winners, George Sugg and Alan Barwick. And George was dressed as John Lawson, and Alan was dressed as von Grafenried. And if you guessed that George was John Lawson, you win the prize. And C is a picture of somebody that looks perhaps like John Lawson, but we don't have the slightest notion, or foggiest notion, as to who that is. Please log in for episode 2 at this time after you have done appropriate studies and remediation. Thank you. Have a good day.